Hello friends, today we will be discussing on how we can prepare. So before you start your preparation for any competitive examination, it is compulsory that you have to start it by analyzing the syllabus of the exam as well as previous year question that has been asked in the exam. So as far as civil service is concerned, we can see that science and technology comes under GS3. So GS3, if you analyze the syllabus, you can see that you have 3 topics that is dedicated towards science and technology. So these 3 are, first one, science and technology, developments and their application and effects in everyday life. Second one, achievements of Indians in science and technology, indigenization of technology and developing new technology. The third one is awareness in the fields of IT, that is information technology, space, computers, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and issues relating to intellectual property rights. The issues relating to intellectual property rights has been dealt in the economy session. So apart from that, now we have information technology, space, computers, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology. These topics have been explicitly mentioned in your syllabus. So that means that you need to have an all-round awareness about information technology, the current affairs that is relating to that, then the space regarding the recent missions, and also analyzing each and every program that ISRO is going ahead with. That is, for example, the latest NAVIC program, then our GSLV program, the advantages, disadvantages, the application level, and what are its implications on the development of the country, etc. So these are the areas where you need to focus while you are preparing for mains exams. So right now we will be analyzing the questions from 2013 to 2016 question papers. Now going ahead, starting from 2016 questions, the first question was, discuss India's achievement in the field of space sciences and technology. How application of this technology has helped India in its socio-economic development. See, this is a generalistic question. That is, it is asking us to discuss India's achievement in the field of space sciences and technology. There you can discuss various programs that ISRO has launched. The recent being the NAVIC program, GSLV Mark III program, then the IRS constellations, the various IRS constellations that we are having. Along with that, the various observatories like AstroSat, and then our future programs like programs towards the Venus, and so on. And the next part of the question is how the application of this technology has helped India in its socio-economic development. See, this has been the main analysis that has been covered by the various dailies. For science and technology, it's a must that civil service aspirants have to cover Hindu newspaper, Business Line newspaper, and the Science Reporter, because in these they will be covering the latest developments that is occurring in the world of science and technology. So in short, it is not at all required for civil service aspirants to have an in-depth knowledge about what exactly these technological developments are all about. What we need is just an overview of what that technology is all about and its implications on the development of the country, its advantages, disadvantages, and so on. So this is how you have to prepare for science and technology questions. Now the next question, why is nanotechnology one of the key technologies of 21st century? Describe the salient features of Indian government's mission on nanoscience and technology and the scope for its application in the development process of the country. So this again, nanotechnology is given explicitly in your syllabus. So these are the basics. That is what nanotechnology is. Why is it? What are the advantages? What are its scope, etc. So these we have to study while we are preparing for prelims. Apart from this, the salient features of Indian government's mission on nanoscience and technology. These are important missions which everyone should know. That is, the missions or the initiatives that the government of India has taken with respect to the areas that has been given in the syllabus. That is explicitly IT, space, computers, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology. These are very, very important. So you need to know, you need to have a complete awareness about the various initiatives and missions. Now coming to 2015 questions. The first one, what do you understand by standard positioning system and precise positioning system in the GPS era? What are the advantages India perceives from its ambitious IRNSS program employing just 7 satellites? So this again was a current affairs that is you all might be knowing, that is IRNS or the Navik program that India has launched. These all were covered in the national dailies. Now the second one, that is what are the areas of prohibitive labor that can be sustainably managed by robots? Discuss the initiatives that can propel research in premier research institutes for substantive and gainful innovations. See, these areas like robotics, nanotechnology, IT, space, etc., there would be a lot of editorials that would be covered in the national dailies. Basically, the Hindu and the business line. In those editorials, they will be actually covering the plus points, the negatives, and what all can be done for India to improve upon the existing technology or the existing programs which we are having. So you have to note it down and you have to analyze them and bring it in these answers. Now the third one, that is discuss the advantages and security implications of cloud hosting of servers vis-a-vis in-house machine-based hosting for government businesses. So this again is a development that is rapidly being emerging in the field of information technology, that is cloud-based storage. And again, these has been covered thoroughly in our material as well as the national dailies, the editorials which they will be providing. They also have all these analysis. Now the fourth one, again this is a current affairs, that is India's traditional knowledge digital library, which has a database containing formatted information on more than 2 million medicinal formulations, is proving a powerful weapon in the country's fight against erroneous patents. Discuss the pros and cons of making databases publicly available under open source licensing. So this again was a current affairs which many of the aspirants had left out then. The issue was India was successful in preventing a British firm from patenting its Ayurvedic hair loss techniques treatment. So this was covered by the leading national dailies, and that was the result why we had this question in 2015. So this again was a current affairs and which has been covered by Hindu as well as business line. Now coming to 2014, the first question, that is scientific research in Indian universities is declining because a career in science is not as attractive as business professions, engineering or administration, and the universities are becoming consumer oriented. Critically comment. This is a generalistic question and it is based upon analyzing what is the stage or what is the stage of our science and technology developments in the country. So as an aspirant, you have to go through the analytic part, that is you can collect the various informations from the net as well as we are covering it in our modules. So based upon it, you need to have a analysis about how our science and technology program is going on. Now the next question, can overuse and free availability of antibiotics without doctor's prescription be contributors to the emergence of drug-resistant diseases in India? What are the available mechanisms for monitoring and control? Critically discuss the various issues involved. Again, this was a current affairs topic then, that is the emergence of superbugs, the emergence of drug-resistant pathogens was a pressing issue in 2013-14 as well as 2015. Even now also we have not been able to completely cure or find a cure for this drug-resistant pathogens. So this was a current affairs then, and it was covered in our material as well as in the daily newspapers. There were several editorials covering these topics. Now coming to 2013, the first question, that is what do you understand by fixed dose drug combinations, discuss their merits and demerits, the 200 words question. So this was again a current affairs, that is at that period Central Drugs Standard Control Organization under the aegis of Ministry of Health and Family Affairs had released a policy guidelines for the approval of FDCs, that is the fixed drug combinations, and it was based upon that actually this question came from. So it was a current affairs then, and again this has been mentioned in your syllabus. Now coming to the next one, that is What do you understand by umpire decision review system in cricket? Discuss its various components. Explain how silicon tapes on the edge of bat may fool the system. So this at first sight would feel as if it is out of syllabus. But this topic is not outside the syllabus. It is inside the syllabus. That is, if you take the first topic within GS3, Science and Technology, it is Science and Technology developments and their applications and effects in everyday life. So it's a development and their application. Again, it was in a current affairs because during 2013, during the Ashes, there were several criticisms saying that UDRS was not that much effective, and that was the reason for controversy. So that is the reason why this question was picked. That is, it is an application of science and technology, though in the field of cricket. So you have to follow Hindu and Business Line because they had covered these issues extensively. Coming to the third question, what is a digital signature? What does its authentication mean? Give various salient built-in features of a digital signature. It again is a development in the field of information technology. We have covered it in our modules. The other one, how does 3D printing technology work? List out the advantages and disadvantages of this technology. This again is another development in the science and technology, that is 3D printing. Now coming to the fourth question, what is an FRP composite material? How are they manufactured? Discuss their application in aviation and automobile industries. FRP means fiber reinforced plastic. So this was a current issue, was a current development during those periods wherein it was advocated by a section of people that it should be given, that is FRP composites should be given appropriate policy initiatives or policy support by the government so that the composites industry in India would be getting a much needed push for their manufacture. So the next question is, what do you understand by run-of-river hydroelectricity project? How is it different from any other hydroelectricity project? So this you have to answer in 100 words. So they are just asking you what is a run-of-river hydroelectricity project, which you will be studying in your prelims. You have studied in your prelims. So in prelims, you will be concentrating on the concepts of run-of-the-river hydroelectricity project. So there, again, that has been asked here. That is, it is just asking what do you understand by run-of-the-river hydroelectricity project and how is it different from other hydroelectricity projects. So it's a generalistic question and you can just answer by the basic knowledge in this field. So that's it from Science and Technology. Before I wind up, I would like to just remind you that for preparing Science and Technology from the mains point of view, you have to be thorough with the concepts that you study from the prelims point of view. And after that, you need to have a greater knowledge about the specific areas such as IT, space, etc., which has been given in your syllabus, its application, the missions which government has initiated, the analysis of the mission, the advantages and disadvantages of this technology, and how this can contribute towards the development or what implication it has upon the development of the country. So if you are studying this from this point of view, answering science and technology questions will not be an issue. So that's it.